Right. Hello and welcome to Midday Repartee. This is Rata and Glory, joined today by my co-host Sim. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Not tells on the numbers 100%. How well,
Yes. Nice,
Hey,
dude. Nice. When did that happen?
yesterday afternoon when I woke up from my nap because I spent like 26 hours up. No
Oh
more than
shit.
that. I spent the entire night up till 10:30 or something in the morning. Took a nap, woke up, funded. I'm like, fucking A. And I slept 12. I slept 12 hours yesterday.
Damn, dude.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude.
that's it gets the older you get, it's like there is no like staying up late and then like
What the fuck you
maybe
talking
doing
about?
that
The
for
old
a week. It's like you gotta it's like if you
yo
stay
where
up too late you gotta sleep more. That's just it just
Nah, dude, you're getting it all wrong. The older you get, the less sleep you actually need. It's been a proven fact, right? You don't need to sleep those 8 hours. You can sleep at 4 to 6 hours. The thing though, it's when you do like a stupid thing like me, when you
yeah.
sleep like 2 to 4 hours almost all week. You need that one day where you go, fuck the world, I am sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just
yeah,
can't. I don't know. For me, I can't. I used to be able to do that kind of thing all the time, but when I try to do it now, it's just like, nope. Now I'm going
Yeah,
to
but
sleep 10 hours.
yeah, but you
So
have a
it doesn't
regular.
make it just doesn't matter. Just manage your time better. Like
Yeah, but you do have a day job, right?
yeah, I guess you could call it that. I mean, I work from home, so
Your own
I
schedule.
work all the time. It's like if I'm not doing this, I'm probably working.
You're doing your own schedules, or
Yeah.
you're on somebody else's schedule.
Yeah, I don't have to do the 9 to 5. I can work whenever I want.
Oh, then that's fucking sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
Red Devil, how you doing?
Better, better. I just,
Good.
I know we've got 7 watching now, but I know we don't get a whole ton of viewers, but I do want to apologize to those constant viewers for being or forcing a cancellation yesterday. Rotten kind of said we'll push the show back, but by the time I got out of the doctor's yesterday, let's just say I was heavily sedated and
Dude,
was
it was
missing
hilarious.
a
He came in
good
and was
amount
just
of.
he popped into StreamYard and was just like, I'm about, oh, okay, fuck it. This show's done.
Yeah,
That would have been fun.
no, because I'm actually really excited about today's topic, and I wanted to bring my A game. And yesterday, I would have brought like maybe my Z game. So, you know, like I do want to apologize. I know you guys who do watch the show, you guys at least pretend to look forward to the show. And
Yeah, it's
we
nice.
here at Midday Repartee really appreciate that. So
Yep.
For
I
sure.
apologize for uh, letting you guys down. And I do want to
It's
thank you guys for your continued support.
Right.
yeah, for sure. And it's no problem, man. I mean, I could have just hit that live button and people probably would have dropped in
Red.
and helped out. But it's a topic that you kind of came up with, so it didn't feel, it was like, let's just do it tomorrow.
I was
It's no
gonna say
big
like,
deal.
well, we're all over 30. We all know that real life things that happen, dude.
Exactly. Gargoyle, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gone and pick up his copy of Runes of Ragnar.
Sorry, it
That's
got
right.
weird with the apology. He probably left. He was like, man, I'm going to go smoke where it's not weird.
Yeah, exactly.
This,
Good to see you're better, Red. Lord
Thanks,
Pranatra's in
Lord
the
yep.
Finatra.
house. Dude, everyone, go check out Lord Pranatra's latest track on his YouTube channel. It's glorious. It's really cool. I think we listened to it on, what, Monday night on Lucius show? Man, it's good. It's
I
another
don't
hit.
even get invites to that anymore.
Yeah, we don't
What?
even get notifications anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know
I
that.
mean, it's
I figured Lucius was dropping invites. I mean, it's his gig.
he has been pretty good about it, but like lately, I think he's just given up on us, which is fair because like I've been working on a comic, and for whatever reason, like Mondays just started opening up, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna join Lucius's channel for Mondays now, since that's the new Monday
Yeah.
shit talk, and he stopped sending them. So it's my fault, really. I think.
Yeah, we might do that, Lord Fernatra. We might drop that track.
Hey, Gargoyle's back.
Gargoyle, how you
Sorry.
doing?
My dog just needed to go outside. They were bugging me.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
you're good.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, doing the same as I am.
Really?
Hell.
EBS was not impressed
Hail.
with that track. Well, we'll listen to that later, and we'll see what everybody thinks here.
It is a motivator.
I enjoyed it.
Ooh.
Oh,
You get
I
them
wanted to.
pre-rolled?
Have you guys seen this shit? Oh man, this is funny. The Great Mass Debate.
What's a motivator first?
Oh, it's
This
a
is-
triple threat joint.
Oh shit.
Damn.
It's got hash, dat, concentrates, and cannabis.
And more sativa than indica.
Oh shit. All
This
right,
one,
go ahead.
nah, I was gonna be surprised. I lost the label.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
wait.
go.
You know, a weed smoker know that sativa lights you up while indica puts you to bed.
Mm.
Yeah, my wife keeps me on indica.
Oh, shit.
Wonder why.
All right, this shit's pretty hilarious, guys. This
I
is
wonder
this
why.
is clown. This is more clown world in action. It's all a goof. It's all really funny. Once you're able to step back from it and just look at it for what it is.
This morning, as COVID cases mount across the country, the mass debate is intensifying.
People are very passionate on both sides of the great mass debate.
The partisan mass debate is heating up.
Mass debates growing.
The president is trying to have us cover the mass debate.
CVS, Target, and Walgreens are getting in on the mass debate.
The mass debate now taking center stage at local restaurants.
It's 9 minutes after 6 now, and there's new video of a raging mass debate. The mass debate in Georgia is getting ugly.
The great mass debate in West Virginia might soon be coming to an end.
This mass debate is far from over.
How many mass debates have you gotten into? Love to hear it.
The mass debate was taken to a whole nother level.
Bishop David Zubik tells Pittsburgh's Action News 4 he found himself in the middle of a mass debate.
And we'll dive deeper into this pet store mass debate.
So we're going to begin with this thing we're calling the great mass debate.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of masks things, you hear South Park just premiered. They're going to have pretty much 1 hour movie coming out about the pandemic.
Oh, great.
Really? What
Wonderful.
can they say that hasn't actually happened?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Like, what can South Park do?
Knowing them, they're probably gonna go the extra mile to say the things that people won't say to get a lot of fucking shit because they like doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
They're-
know what they can say though.
They're the example of like, don't
They
press
don't
that red
care.
button, then they'll press it 10 times.
Yeah.
There's a
that's-
lot. Yeah, there's a lot to say on it, man. I mean,
Mhm.
Jesus, it's insane at this point. Like, guys, everybody knows it's not what you've told us. Everybody knows this, even if it's subconscious, and they're just
Yeah.
not willing to like voice it. We know it's not the pandemic that you're saying it is. It's like, where are the bodies? Where, there should be bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not happening, guys, and yet you're still making us wear diapers on our faces. Like, get out of
And-
here. You're
and we had
fucking
a whole
stupid.
And the worst thing is that we had a whole bunch of fucking professional doctors, not just like old doctors, people that are actually working now, coming and saying they were getting offered bonuses to say that any type of death was linked to that. And
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we know the numbers are inflated. Even if the numbers weren't, if you just take them at face value, it's still not a pandemic. It's nothing. It's a normal flu
Look,
season, guys. It's
so-
nothing.
one of the, I'll say more. There's more than one, but I lost a few people in the last few months, and I can say that there's one of them that died from cancer, and they put the might be linked to corona in it, because it does
Exactly.
weaken you. It's like you could be having like pneumonia, right? You have a breathing problem. You get that, well, hey, you might die, but it's not corona killing you. It's your other disease that gets affected by it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You
So
know,
then
it's
it's
like
like
one
you've
of my-
got.
Time in.
It's like one of my girls here. She has like some of those breathing things. She has those pink pumps and stuff like that. So she's highly at risk. So
Yeah.
we understand that we're really freaking protective of that one.
Sure, I get it. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not saying like just be reckless and say that there's nothing happening, but it's not an economy lockdown, shut down an entire country and make people submit to all these strange rules that we all know don't make sense. Like where
So far,
you
if
can't
you're
go
healthy,
into
it
a
doesn't kill
restaurant
you.
without the mask, but once you sit down to start eating, you can take it off. That's fine. This is just a show.
A plumber has to still handle shit being high on meds.
Right.
After being out of the emergency room or wherever he came from.
Yeah, an actual, you know, this is an actual like problem. What the fuck is that? I can't believe that, man. Making ink spots work on something like that. It can't be legal even. That's like endangerment.
Yeah.
To himself and others. That's a problem.
What's the danger pay on that one?
Yeah, right.
It's deducted from the den he put into his work vehicle.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, they're gonna make him pay for that decision. It's like, wow, this is.
I miss Ink. I need to get on more streams because I really miss him.
I know, dude. He's so fucking fun. He's so sharp. He brings so much to the table, and he hasn't been able to do much.
Oh, get this shit out of here, man.
No, so I just want to, I'm sure people have seen this on Twitter, but it's like, now, you know, not only are we supposed to submit and wear this, the idea here is to take pride.
Yeah, they all look like underwear now. It's like, hey, wear a G-string in your face.
They want you to take pride, like you can, dude, make it your own. Get a custom design. Like this mask, you're supposed to wear it with pride, like it's part of your identity, right? This is the idea here. The psychology of it is completely insane. It's like you want me to take pride in submitting to nonsense, to total bullshit. Wow, man, this shit goes deep. There's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, so somebody needed to make money somewhere.
Speaking of which, you guys already talked about that Paul Rudd shit with Kumo?
Oh,
Paul Rudd made a fucking
that fucking video where he's dressed like a fucking teen there.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen this.
Play it. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
It's
How do I find
it? Go Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, COVID
Millennial.
mask, something like that.
Yeah, millennial video.
All right.
Made it for governor, or who is it? Fucking Mayor Kumo. One of them fucking dipshits of New York.
This is why, dude, this is why people have lost all nobody cares what these people say anymore. Fresher Luke.
Dude, nobody
I
cared.
agree. Nobody cares.
Nobody cared before what Hollywood had to say. I don't know why they do now.
Is this the point where I publicly apologize to Fresher Luke for being a drunken asshole?
No, we were all drunk and high that night, dude.
That's no excuse.
You should
I
have
don't
seen
even
me
know
on.
this.
You should have seen me on the Sweetcast yesterday. Like that was a train wreck.
Oh shit! Did he stand for that? He tolerated you being drunk on that show?
No, I mean it was different. Like I wasn't high or drunk. I purposely was like being good about it.
Oh, okay.
But it just derailed spectacularly. But anyway, yeah, Hollywood's burning, and I say let it burn, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
with you on that.
Yeah.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker.
Burn.
Yeah, this is one of the great outcomes of everything that's going on is that people are completely just like, dude, you guys are done. You have nothing to tell us of any value. So
Yeah.
It's that's a positive. It's a step. How you doing, Dave?
Yeah, all right. I care. I'm not sure what I care about, but everyone else doesn't care, so I care.
You care about Hollywood pedophiles?
Oh yeah, I care that they should be strung up and probably by their bollocks.
Just double checking.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
I don't like cuties. That's
It's like everybody hates cuties except the guys who are getting efforts who are going, no, it's good, it's good.
It's such a great, strong cautionary tale. You know, it's really important.
Yes,
Important
especially that part where she pushes the fat girl into the ditch and lets her drown.
God, I have no idea what you're talking about because
What? I've not seen it, but that sounds.
Definitely not going to watch it. And I'm
Gargoyle
definitely,
can
like,
say anything about that movie, and I'm going to believe him because I will never watch that movie. Like, for all I know, Gargoyle could be like, yeah, and there was that one time that main character strangled a hippopotamus to death. I'd be like, that happens in the movie, and this is about pedophilia. I'd believe him because I'm never going to watch that movie. Like,
just some guy made a video about it. He it was a great video about it. But yeah, that was one of the scenes in the movie.
I don't even know what to say about that. It's just.
Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate, I think we were talking about this in previous streams, right, Rot? Where it's like, this is the kind of stuff that French filmmakers sort of lean into.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, it's nothing new for sure.
So I'm wondering, is this just? I mean, I'm not. Look, I want to make it clear. I don't advocate for pedophilia or that kind of content. But is this sort of a thing where it's like a clash of two different cultures? Because obviously America was based on, I guess more Puritan culture as opposed to.
Well, and that's good.
you
there should
know
be a
that-
clash because if one culture is doing something absolutely despicable, and all of us know it, then we should clash. Like, that's a good thing.
You have some fucking sickos. You have some really like sickos in France trying to move down the age limit.
Yeah.
For sexual anything, like every fucking time they brought it down to 16, and they were trying to bring it down to 13.
Whoa.
Well, in the filmmaker's defense, her intentions was to make it an anti-pedophile and child sexual exploitation film.
Right.
And
But I feel like that's an excuse at this stage.
That's what they said. That's not what she said when she came out.
Yeah.
I don't.
She came out saying that she agreed with her film and her movie is just a feminist stand of view, and I'm like, wow.
So she's linking feminism.
So
to
now I'm
pedophilia.
actually believing there's a fourth way feminism.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're watching it, and
Now
women
I'm
have
all
nothing to do with
confused.
it. Almost, let me tell you.
All right.
So, yeah, should we watch this Paul Rudd thing?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I haven't
watch
seen
this
it. I don't
print
know what the hell.
By the way, everyone, this is all going to link back to our topic. Just give us a second.
It is. It will.
Okay, yeah.
It certainly will.
It's the long way around.
Yo, what up, dudes? Paul Rudd here, actor and certified young person. A few days ago, I was talking on the iPhone with my homie Governor Cuomo, and he's just going off about how us millennials need to wear masks because, get this, apparently a lot of COVID is transmitted by us millennials. No cap. So Cuomo's asked me, he's like, Paul, you gotta help. What are you, like 26? And I didn't correct him. So fam, let's real talk. Masks? They're totally beast. So slide that into your DMs and twitch it.
Oh my God.
Vibe check. Yes, queens like ourselves. We want to go to bars, we want to drink, hook up, do our TikToks. I get it.
Is that Staying Alive playing in the background?
Oh, dude,
This
it's
is gotta be
totally,
satirical.
it's
Surely
totally
he's
the
just taking
beast.
the piss. Like,
Oh God. What the hell, dude?
Can
So-
I continue
using every
playing this? This
buzzword.
has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke.
yeah, he's got to be taking a piss, surely.
Check out Governor or whatever Cuomo represents his Twitter. He tweeted this out. Cecil even retweeted it out saying this is stupid.
This is where we're at, guys. You can't tell the lines of it's officially gone.
Yeah,
there
is
used
this
to be a line there
satire
where you
or
could
no?
reality fiction. There was some blur, some overlap there for
Dude,
sure.
you're
There always
talking
has
about-
been, but this is like now. You don't even know if this is this a fucking SNL skit or is this a real
Dude.
promo?
You're talking
Yeah.
about Hollywood people, dude, that live in a fucking fantasy world. They're trying to pitch that to us right now. It's like one of the things that I've noticed when we're having a discussion not too long ago. It's like, if you take all the fucking points of the SJW, like the entire thing of like when you're a woman at a certain age, or this or that, or people not getting paid the same, that only affects fucking Hollywood. It's only Hollywood problems they're addressing.
Yeah. Hollywood speaking for the rest of the country is like men dictating women's rights.
Yep.
For you leftists out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is where we're at right now, where things are at. Stuff like this, I think, is really. This is real time, like for people. Like if you're gonna watch this and take it seriously, if you're gonna look at this and go, yeah, masks, we really need to be wearing these fucking masks. After this is being presented to you, it's like, dude, the joke's on you.
Yeah,
you're
real.
literally so far gone down the path of delusion that you're just fucked.
Dude, if you're relying on Hollywood actors to ground yourself, you're in serious fucking trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Comic Mark has a point.
To do
like
anything for like 5 seconds of fame, selling their mom for 5 seconds of fame.
Right. So it is funny in that sense. I mean, again, a lot of this is there. You can have a sense of humor about it if you step far enough back and you like get it. Like, whoa, look at this. So if you come across people that are like, dude, Paul Rudd really laid down some good truths here, then you're like, you don't have to talk to that person.
So let's continue that Teletubby video.
Who is doing that?
I'm not gonna preach at you like some celebrity. Ugh. This is a combo where I talk and you shut up and wear your mask. Hello? Oh, hi, Billie Eilish. What's that? You're wearing your mask? Man, I want to stan you. You're so my bae. Yo, listen, hype beasts. Masks protect you and your dank squad because caring about other people is the new not caring about other people. Now that's thick.
My God.
You want a challenge? Yeah. How about a stop the pandemic challenge? What about that? What about a save grandma challenge? That fun enough for you? My name is Paul, and I'm 6 feet tall almost.
He's taking the piss out of all of this.
I wear my mask, and it's all I ask that you wear your mask. Please wear your mask. Just wear a mask. Just wear a mask. It's easy. It's simple. Please. It's not hard. People are dying. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying, and it's preventable.
Maybe not.
It's preventable. Just wear a mask. I shouldn't have to make it fun. It's science. It's science. No.
Science.
Brought to you by the state of New York, ladies and gentlemen. Paid for by your tax dollars,
It's
right?
also
Are you goddamn kidding me?
It's also proven by science that living in Hollywood and being an actor drives you insane.
Yeah, seriously. He had me there for a second. Like, there was no way this was real. Like, it was so cringy. It was like, all right, this is like some Napoleon Dynamite humor. Like, this is Rex Kwon Do trying to teach fucking martial arts. This, and then he's like, no, seriously, wear a mask. And it's like, all right. Yeah.
Wow.
Who wants to take bets that after November 3rd, like all of a sudden, all of this is just going to disappear?
No.
I'm talking as a guy that I think it's annoying, but I don't really see a problem with wearing a mask if it's really a fucking problem, right? But this hasn't been proven to be that much of a problem lately.
Yeah.
So
it's absolutely not, dude. It's not, and there's a lot of weird psychological shit dropping with all of this, man, and it's
I think
I don't
this
know.
gets worse.
It's a wake up call. It's a wake up call.
Yeah. I think this gets worse after November, and I'll tell you why. Because if Biden gets elected, it goes away. Biden cured it. But if Trump's reelected, and let's be real here, everyone's predicting a red wave. They're gonna try and make this as difficult, as hard, as impossible as they can for everybody. They will not go kicking. They will not go without kicking and screaming, and that is infuriating.
Yeah.
Already they're pissed that he's gotten rid of what is it? Identity politics out of the government. It's just there's so much change that has happened to get rid of all of this leftist ideology, and I, for one, am incredibly happy about it because that is the first step to removing this backwards thinking, this only a sane person would conclude that this is racist. This racist thinking, where it's like, oh, you have white privilege. You know, you as a white person, you're actually better than everybody. So you have to remember that. So whenever you go into a building, you see a black person, you need to thank them for being black and apologize for being better than them. I mean, really? Fucking really? What is this shit?
Yeah, and it's been proven that you don't need to be white to be a white privileged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just inherent white things that are just inherently.
But
they're saying things like, time itself, work ethic. That's just inherent whiteness, and it's racist.
But those people are not taking advantage of none of those privileged, right, to express themselves, especially that type of like freedom of expression and all those things. They're not taking any advantage of that, right, and those liberties and protection.
Yeah.
Right.
The only people that are buying into this whole white privilege thing are actually like white privileged kids.
White supremacists?
Yeah.
And white supremacists.
Yeah.
Like, you come out here to Gary, Indiana, and you talk to white people out here, they go, yeah, what white privilege? Is there a yacht with my name on it that I don't know about?
Yeah.
Because fucking tell me, because I need to sell it and pay some bills.
It's madness, man. But we're seeing it. We're seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, I remember
when it comes to
from the
this
80s
kind
all
of
the
crazy, like, look at this is where we're at with
God.
You got the gender, the genderbread person, right? And this is how they're trying. This is what they're teaching kids about. This is how complex and ridiculous and absurd they've made what used to just be male female.
What's that little
biological
extra
science?
arrow?
What's that?
So you got like the male, you got the female, and then you got like the extra arrow with a line for it. What the fuck's that?
And what the expression is the armpit?
No, in the genitals.
Yeah.
Where it points in it says sex.
Who knows, man? I don't fucking know. I can't keep up with all
trans.
This shit.
Who knows?
I can't figure out what this thing is what this image is trying to convey. It's like it's gobbledygook to me. It's like pseudoscience.
And that's the point. It's the whole point of all of this shit, guys, with the mass, with all of it, is to get people to accept gobbledygook as truth, as fact.
Can I point out one of the stupidest thing in there? Attraction. The heart. Seriously?
Yeah.
You get the attraction, love. Everything comes from your heart. It's a fucking pump.
Oh my God,
it's just fucking.
But it's science, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just ask Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd will tell you, man. This is science.
Feminists, then. Why do you need feminists if gender doesn't matter?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. That should be gone already.
Because feminists are the Schrodinger cats of the human race.
And if it's not, and if there's no gender, right? What's all this hate about men and love for women?
Well, that's the thing, because there is both gender and not gender at the same time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got trouble.
If you ain't copying, motherfucker, you ain't pasting, bitches. Do you know what I am? I am the shiznick. Who wants this shit, yo? Copy, paste. You all motherfuckers, a bunch of fucking mods in your goddamn chat. You don't have any viewers, motherfucker. Copy.
Sorry, I had to let it. I had to hear it. Dude,
yeah, I needed to hear it. I needed to hear it.
We need a copy paste song, man. If you ain't copying, you ain't pasting.
You ain't pasting, motherfuckers.
Needs to be a hard fucking beat.
Yeah.
But you see, on this whole
this is
thing,
like.
It's stupid because like you got bisexual people, which if there's all these genders, and what the fuck's a bisexual now? Like, because bisexual, you're attracted to both genders, but now you're attracted to.
It doesn't. None of it matters. Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out is a fool's errand. There is no reason in it. It's meant to be completely baffling.
Especially that now, if you realize that the person you were flirting is not who the person was, and not the type of person you would like to be with. It's not. I'm trying to be very correct here, so you don't get that strike. And it's a criminal now. It's bad to go. Nah, I'm not into that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, And again, we've got this topic, right? Protecting our stories and mythologies. From propaganda.
Yeah,
And it's
I was just about to say we're half an hour in.
Topic. Where's the topic? I didn't know that was
this.
All right.
This is, to me, one of the byproducts of telling bad stories with bad intent, stories that aren't grounded in some kind of truth, reality. The long-term result of telling bad stories to people long enough is this shit.
Yeah.
This is what you get, man. So to say, oh, it's just comics, it's just a movie, it's just a novel. They're just stories. No, they're not just stories. Stories are where we get our truth from, our knowledge. Like, if you go back,
about culture, right?
Exactly. Go back a couple thousand years. How do you think they passed knowledge down?
Exactly.
To each other. They told fucking stories, people. And if they got the stories wrong, people fucking died. Okay.
Yeah.
So stories have always they are incredibly important. Now they've obfuscated that.
Like
and
the
just
kid
said
who
it's
cried
just
wolf.
entertainment. It's about eating a bag of popcorn and fucking being entertained. But
like great stories like the kid who cried wolf.
Exactly. Exactly, man.
Yeah, but what was the kid's gender?
What was that's what matters.
Ask
Exactly.
Pinocchio.
That's where we're at. It doesn't. Oh, what are you? Who cares about the crying wolf part? What gender was he? Who was he attracted to?
Yeah.
Like,
Is he
completely
otherkin or
irrelevant.
not?
Was the wolf attracted to Red Riding Hood?
Yep. So that that's such a great way to frame this, because if that's what you're focusing on in any story, you're gonna lose the lesson. You're gonna lose the whole meaning, the point of the fucking thing. It's gone.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. There's no foundational stories anymore for people. So we get nonsense.
That's because they've deconstructed it, right? Like, we've seen the physical manifestation of that when they were taking down statues as well. Because like I've talked about this at length, and I think it was on a stream you were on, Rod, about the origins of stories and how, before we invented the written word, we used stories to pass down knowledge, and that included stories about great people doing great things, and history is a story. It's the foundation from which we build upon to create, to iterate a better society over time. And I think, everything you said is absolutely true. Like, they're just, it's all a means to an end. It's a way of trying to attain control. Because if you erase stories, then you can erase history, and if you erase history, then you've set a precedent where now there is no history, there is no past, there is no future. It's just the present, and in the present, the ruling party is the be all and end all. That they are the ones in power, and you must do everything they say because they're the ones that know everything, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, speaking to history, not just a matter of erasing it, but even if you tell all the correct facts of history, right? Even if you have all the info's like there and it's truthful about here's what happened on this date, without the context, without understanding how you got there, the things that led up to those moments, how is anybody supposed to learn from those? That's not how people learn anything. A date and what happened. Okay, well, how do we avoid it? You didn't tell us how they got there, psychologically, emotionally, physically. What led up to it? So how are we supposed to learn from it? You tell us to learn from history, but you don't teach it to us.
Right.
It's fucking pathetic. Memorize this date and cough it up, get an A, go to college. Well, we'll fuck you up even worse.
Yeah.
And you're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, pay us $100,000 to come to our school so that we can indoctrinate you into this wrong thing so you could be unemployable. I had this fascinating conversation with a friend who isn't into fantasy novels. For those of you who don't know, I'm very, very much into reading like fantasy novels. I'm a huge Wheel of Time fan. I've recently just finished On a Pale Horse. I'm really getting into that series. I love great fantasy.
You should back Forsaken Gods.
Forsaken Gods. I'm going to write it down right now.
Nice, dude.
So, no, great plug. So the thing is like explaining the attraction to great fantasy to someone who does not like fantasy can sometimes be difficult. And the way I broke it down to them, I think many other people need to hear it. And the way I broke it down was see beyond the magic, the flying horses, the wizards, the magic sword, and all that bullshit. See beyond all of that. Those are stand-ins. Those are symbols, if you will.
Exactly.
For other issues in somebody's life. And how these characters interact with those symbols and ideas make it universal for anyone to pick it up and enjoy it. So
yeah,
if
dude, you're so right on it, man. If this stuff that they put in front of you, if it doesn't have some baseline, like grounded truth in it, you're not gonna relate to it. It won't connect with you. Now it could lead you astray in all kind of different ways and have bullshit in there. But if it has enough core fucking truth to it, it will stand the test of time.
And that's why it's important when you craft your worlds and you craft your story. It's important that you put in your core truth, but leave out things that would harm your message, if you will. So, like, there's, as much as I love Wheel of Time, there are many, many flaws with it. One of them being like 4 out of those 14 books is just him ranting about details on a dress. I'm not going to lie. It's him getting paid by the word. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes with writers. And he died before he could finish the series. Thank God Brandon Sanderson picked it up and finished it. I don't want this to turn into book club, but I do want this to, for those who create, those who are wanting to understand your friends better when it comes to fantasy, is fucking take out the lightsaber in Star Wars when Luke Skywalker first meets Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ask yourself, what does that lightsaber actually stand for?
A penis,
what is that?
Obviously.
Always a penis,
That's
right?
what I was going to say.
Oh, dang. Yes, I got in before you. Yeah.
Well, what's your take? What do you think it stands for?
Well, it's for me, from my frame of reference, because it's going to be different for everybody. And that's the beauty of fantasy, is that you are going to put your frame of reference into what that stands for. For Fresher Luke, it's a penis. for me, it's a family legacy.
Or, you know, it's Excalibur, right? Or
well, for me, it's more than that. Look at the history of the Skywalkers. You know, Anakin was supposed to bring this balance to the Force. He was supposed to be one of the good guys, and in a way, he did. I mean, the place was overrun with Jedi, and there was 2 fucking Sith, like a handful of Sith. And then Anakin was like, "All right, we're gonna balance the teams a bit," and like chop down a bunch of Jedi. I mean, they're little itty bitty Jedi, but you know, he got the job done. So, yeah, just like that.
I would almost say like the lightsaber represents it's literally passing down a tradition,
right? And like it's the family legacy, and I think like it's his return to form for Luke to pick up that torch and re-represent the Skywalkers as they were expected to be.
Can I say something?
Please.
That's why
you mentioned a thing where Anakin was supposed to bring quote unquote balance back to the Force, and so he killed a bunch of Jedi.
Right.
That's almost like, equality of outcome rather than equality of opportunity. That's like 50-50 parity.
Right.
Which is a Marxist kind of doctrine.
Sure.
So,
Sure is. Yeah. What do you think George Lucas is? Take a wild guess. Like, come on.
A Nazi.
No, not a Nazi, just a socialist. Just
no,
someone,
I would double check his accountant first with that, because I would say George Lucas is definitely a capitalist.
Well, he knows he's playing a game in a system that wants to use the idea of socialism as an ongoing tool. So
it wasn't always like that.
It's not like they actually want their wealth taken away and given to the people. That's not what it's about. It's about every so often when a country or a society, it becomes too decadent, it's out of control, it can't be managed. You bring in the socialism, it eats itself. Okay, it's going to eat itself, and then you start over.
Yeah,
it's just an ongoing cycle, guys, and these are just tools in the tool shed. None of these guys believe any of this shit.
Dave, I'm sick of you being quiet. Say something.
He's learning.
I'm just taking it all in, Just
what are your thoughts? You're allowed to interact with us, man.
On Star Wars.
No,
lightsabers being penises.
He's been corrupted by too many Marvel comics, man. He can't. Doesn't have any thoughts.
I was just a bit distracted from all the shit going on in the chat.
You still can't let go.
But no. I
just messing with you, buddy.
I don't even know what the fucking question is now.
The question is, what are your thoughts on using escapism to present ideas and maybe solutions, expanding maybe a box of strategies for people, as opposed to just junk food? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying with the whole, with the escapism side of things. There needs to be an underlying message where you have to be able to relate to it in some way in order for it to actually mean something, rather than just be like a popcorn movie or book, which I don't know if a popcorn book is a thing. But I'm just sick of people putting too many messages in my escapism. I just want to watch something. I don't want to read or watch a fat dude sitting on a couch. I can do that by looking in the mirror. I just want to I want to see some big fucking muscly muscly tits. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh well, those
I want to see those.
Definitely becoming more common. Becoming more common these days.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I think the thing is, there's a difference between politics in a comic book and what I think Red Devil's kind of referring to more is like a baseline truth about reality, about being human, existing in this world. Like they're not debatable. They're objective. And this is, I think, the problem. Why do you think so many people got fed up with the mainstream comics and fed up with movies, games, whatever it is? Because they've stopped. There's no more baseline truth in this shit anymore. It's becoming less and less. There's not. It's like you can have all the explosions and fights and badasses you want in it. If there isn't some kind of baseline to it that people can connect to, that's like part of reality, it's not going to connect. People don't care. It's going to be meaningless and empty, hollow.
Well,
so it's got to have that for people to connect to it.
Well, I mean, that's really an interesting point you touch upon, Rot, because you're absolutely 100% correct. I think one of the reasons why that we've lost this baseline is because these people aren't the people who are making this stuff. They're not making it for others to enjoy. They're doing it to, as I don't know, some means of emotional validation. They're just making it for themselves. And if you've got a bunch of rich, coastal elites who've come from rich families who've decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to make movies and then everybody's going to love me, and I'll make them love me. You're not speaking, universal truths. You're just a little kid saying, getting the little, what do you call it? The action figure saying, well, this is my character and he can't die and he's the best at everything. It's like, it's petty ass, childish BS. Like nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to consume that. Like we want stuff that we can resonate with as a whole. That's what brings us together. Like if everyone can resonate with like a movie, like like what we talk about, we like, we love we love Sonic, or what other great movies are out there, like from the past, like the old Star Trek movies. Like we all love those movies because they talk about how we are as humans. Like
there's an optimism to it.
Yeah. So I agree.
I think part of the problem of it as well is that the people that are making it now, they don't want you to have they don't want there to be any objectivism in what you're watching. They want you to see it this way, only this way, get this message from it. Whereas it, like you said, if you go back and you look at like the old Star Trek movies, the original Star Wars, you can actually have a conversation about all these different things, like the lightsabers for one. You can have a conversation on what it means. Is it a penis or is it actually something deeper? And you can actually
or how deep does it go? Well,
exactly.
See,
depends on how long it is, right?
It's like
yours is bigger than mine.
Hey, I got a double. Don't worry about it.
Awesome.
They weren't brother and sister until Return of the Jedi.
True.
Yeah. That's a different story. Incest. But yeah, they're so concerned with putting out their own message in it that they don't want to leave it up to the interpretation of people that actually watch it. So it creates this, almost for me, a lack of creativity, because if you don't have that objectivity in there, then there's no way for people to actually sit down and have a discussion on your like for example, Ghostbusters, the latest Ghostbusters. No one has sit down and had a conversation on any of it. Whereas if you go back with the original Ghostbusters, I guarantee you there were so many conversations had on that.
Well, that's part of with the censorship. Milo Yiannopoulos got his Twitter deleted for his review on it. That was like the start of the censorship and the controversy.
Right. And I think it's a good point when you bring up, the Ghostbusters thing. And this is the problem with people who are creatively bankrupt or who just they don't even hold universal truths themselves. They're completely lost. But they, for whatever reason, they'd be given like, here, drive this, go make a movie. Yeah. Because you said all the right things and you're connected to the right people. But they don't have, so all they can do is mimic, right? We're talking about mimicry here. The all-female Ghostbuster thing, 2016 or whatever, that wasn't a creation. That was mimicry. Mm-hmm. It was pathetic mimicry. So therefore, it has. Exactly. They don't even know. The person making that mimicry doesn't even understand the universal truths that were in the original. They don't exactly. They don't care. They were just trying to how do we cash in and make this just like the other one, but different.
Exactly right. They take the properties and they use the properties just to convey the single message they want, which for the Ghostbusters one is what women are better or powerful, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. Yeah. Load of shit. And
their messaging
is rebooting sequels that don't need to happen, reboots again that don't need to happen, and they just keep on with the shit because they want that one single message that they believe to be out there. And the best way to do it, grab something that people love, comics and movies, any media to be honest, put your message in it, and it's out there for everyone. You're telling everyone this is the way it is. There's no objectivity. There's no.
I think we're getting the testified treatment today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
all these
chat,
people, I know, like Wiggle Wiggle was that Purple Ape dude, I think, and the rest testify. Are they all separate people? I don't know.
I think they're all interconnected. It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
They're having they're having their fun in the chat. What difference does it make?
And they can. This may be a smaller audience today, but I feel like this is a very important topic, especially if you're trying to create your own comic. Like, if you're trying to make it in CG or indie comics, especially indie comics, because think about it. It's like Todd McFarlane once said, Disney owns Marvel, DC is owned by AT&T now. What's left for the other comic industries? Or
Right.
what's left for the other film industries?
Yeah.
So, like, they're looking for fresh properties. They're looking for the next big idea. They're looking for the next Harry Potter.
Maybe
They're looking for the next.
or they
Walking
just
Dead.
want to fuck with people's heads. I mean,
Yeah.
at a certain point, when your money changes, when you're at that level of, like, we're talking about billions or even trillions of dollars, like, I think we need to let go a little bit of the fact that all these companies care about is making a profit. Because
Right.
if that were true, you can't
they
tell.
used
Dude,
to.
look at Berserker, right, with Keanu Reeves, and it's like, this is a simple formula, guys. You think these companies don't understand what type of comic would make a bunch of money? They do. So why are they doing what they're doing?
I'm curious to see that.
There's some other motivation going on here, guys.
I genuinely am curious as to how Berserker will go, because Keanu has never been he's been shallow before The Matrix. Something happened with The Matrix where it changed his life.
He took it in the ass from Lawrence Fishburne.
Maybe.
That was it. Yeah,
that seems deep. That seems real deep.
It was. He had a threesome with the Wachowskis.
Hey, it opened up a zen to him that changed his life. Dude doesn't live in a mansion. He lives in an apartment that fits his needs.
He was always like that, though.
You think?
Yeah. When he was like before, he was
ever since he lost his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before the Matrix, like, there was that. I think a paparazzi found him. He was like sitting under a bridge, and he was having a drink with like a homeless guy and just hanging out and chatting with him. So I think he's like the only good person in Hollywood.
He takes the subway like everybody else.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm interested to see if Berserker will be just he's licensing his image, or is he involved more with the comic?
He's supposed to be a writer on it.
Yeah, I think he came up with some conceptual things. It really doesn't matter. I mean, the only point I'm making is the formula for making money in comics is not complicated.
Yeah.
They know what people want. They know what the fans of comics who buy comics actually want to read. They know exactly what to produce, and they have access to anybody they want, dude. They have all the money in the world to produce the most badass comics going right now. Why aren't they doing it? I don't know. I would argue that part of the reason they're not doing it is this. Because
this is what they think is popular. This is what they're trying to push as popular.
Exactly. That's a very, you have to have that distinction, because in order for an idea this crazy, this fucking ludicrous to work, okay, a young person has to look everywhere they look, movies, comics, literature, TV, news media. It all has to be saying the same thing, or it doesn't work. The spell gets broken. So comics are part of it. So they have to follow suit. This is all a big game, guys. And it's meant to get you to accept total nonsense and break you. Honestly, it's not about making money at this point.
Well,
I think.
I would argue that what this is that the zealots have hijacked the normies. Like you've said, like, these people, they know what people want in a comic. They know how to make money, but they're not doing it. And I would say maybe they don't know how to do it, because obviously, I've dealt with, executives in Hollywood, and they don't understand a goddamn thing about how to make, say, a TV show or animation. They're just administrators. But they're the ones that the rich people leave in charge because they need they need like a buffer between the creatives and their money. And so these, these drones, these NPCs, they go, I need to, do something crazy and insane that's, going to potentially be absolutely, popular. And along comes these, identitarian shysters, these con men.
Right.
And they say, oh, you want something amazing and absolutely, different and something that's all about justice and is on the right side of history. Here you go. Here's what all the young kids are doing. And because these NPCs, they don't remember being a kid or what it's like to be a kid, they go, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what the kids are into. So just let it happen. And then, then they're stuck on this train and they can't get off. They have to sit there and watch the train go off the rails or off the edge of the cliff, but it's in their favor because when the train does eventually derail and crashes and burns, they just blame the ideology and then they go and get another job elsewhere.
It's one way to see it, man. It's really just about how you perceive the situation. I would say those drones, as you call them, are put there because they will do what they're told when the time comes.
Yeah.
So they're just puppets doing what they're told.
Yeah. Well, they're puppets where the puppet master said, "Look, I can't be controlling you all the time. Just go and do a thing. Go do something. I got other things to worry about." And they're like, "Okay," and the puppet's going to do the stupidest thing they can because puppets are idiots. Like they need that hand up their ass to control them. Otherwise, they're just going to fuck everything up, which we've seen right now. So.
Yeah. Oh, and I had a thought about the lightsaber thing.
Oh.
Whatever the meaning, whatever you might want to incorporate is the meaning in the lightsaber, the subtext, and that's the best writing. They're not trying. This is another thing about SJW shit is like all their messaging's right on the surface layer. That's supposed to be like the most basic entertainment level, visually like stunning, all that surface level shit. They put their message right there. The good creators, the ones worth a shit, that shit's layered. It's down in subtext. You got to dig for it a little bit. You got to understand some shit to get the meaning of it, like a Kubrick film. And that's why that's going to stand the test of time. You can analyze it endlessly and find new shit. But the lightsaber thing, what do you think it means when JJ, that fucking hack, JJ, has the Mary Sue bury the lightsabers at the end? Right? It's right on the surface.
It means Star Wars is dead.
Yeah, dude. Your traditions are meaningless. I'm burying them in the sand. They're fucking useless.
The entire premise was the fact of a training, of learning to mature, was technically mature up to be able to use the Force. Learn training, own it. You couldn't just use the Force. Like if you weren't trained, you had heightened reflexes, or stuff like that, insight. But you couldn't freaking move shit without training. You couldn't,
Yeah.
That was pretty much set from all the stories. That's one of the things that was that was there from the old Star Wars to the prequels, and you thought it was following it in the first one. What was it? The Force Awakens, I think it was. Even though it was technically a rehash of the old ones, like in 1, right?
Yeah.
They still let you believe that they were going to respect the same premise. But after that, they just fucked everything over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the very last thing they do is just blatantly tell you right on the surface, your traditions are dead to us. They don't mean anything to us. If you wanna save those, if you wanna protect those, that's gonna be up to you because we're gonna bury that shit and let chaos ensue. And here we are, guys. It's happening all around us. This isn't like some abstract entertainment shit. Just fucking look out your window, man.
I like what David Bede said. He's quoting, "Let the past die, kill it if you must." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And anyone who thought that what was the fucking last movie called? I don't even remember now.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, okay. Anyone who thought that was JJ trying to apologize and make a correction, no, he told you at the end. We're still we're doing the same thing. he's doing the same thing. He just made it so confusing. You didn't know what the hell was going on the whole time. It's like, what is this shit?
He's such a successful con man, isn't he?
Yeah,
he really is.
Over and over again.
Yeah, it's like, how can you fuck up that much and still keep getting jobs? Like, he must be like banging some CEO.
This is what I mean. He's playing the game that somebody up there with more control than us is like saying, this is the game we want you to play with people's heads right now.
I don't remember who it was, but somebody said it goes, Hollywood is just family and inbreeding at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Really every new act, it's so true.
I mean, that's true. I mean, they all sleep with each other. It's like, I'm pretty sure there's so many STDs in Hollywood. Just in
Why do you think they all look alike for the last few years? They all look alike.
Dude. Every time I see a new actor, I'm like, dude, that's somebody's kid. I know who that is.
Yeah,
like
different names, but the same faces.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very... Anyone who thinks they're like going to show up at Hollywood with a bunch of talent and break in, like, dude, this is a lockdown situation, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
Why do you think they're reaching into communism?
Yeah, dude, it's... So I don't know. These stories are very valuable. I'm not saying you can't just have a totally surface level creation and it be fun. But it's probably not going to stand the test of time. It's not going to connect with people. If you want your stories to really mean something to people, they've got to incorporate universal truths. And it's got to be cleverly done. It's got to be in the subtext, just below the surface. So people, they're there, but they're not in your face. You're not being preached at. It's just there. And then people will, even if they don't realize it, it will grab them because it's there.
Yes.
So,
and that's one of my favorite questions. Whenever you go to a convention with a writer, some fan will ask, well, what did you mean by this when you wrote it like this and that and this? And the author or the writer will go, what did it mean to you?
Right.
That's my favorite thing, because that's how the writer meant for it to be. What did it mean to you? They wrote it so that it meant something to you, not to them.
Right.
Well, usually, yeah. It's you write something. You usually write it to make the person reflect on their
own life.
Their own life and their own way of seeing things, their own belief, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're trying to do with a story, right? It's not just going like, this is my way. You're telling a story, trying to make them reflect on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think Hollywood has definitely lost its way.
Well, Hollywood certainly wants us to lose our way, and I think that's the point.
Yeah.
To be honest. I think that's the real thing going on here.
I want to know what led to all this push. I mean, like, this indoctrination goes back a ways, I think.
Sure.
It goes back a long ways, even before I think we even realize.
Oh, yeah. It gets a lot. It's crazy, guys. I want to do a show this week, maybe. I don't know if, but I'm still I came across an idea, some knowledge that recently that just kind of, I'm still like, I'm processing it. I'm not even sure if I want to go into it, but
okay.
Like
how big was it? Like
how big is?
Like how revelatory was this information?
Dude, I want to change, really reevaluate everything I'm doing right now in my life.
Oh, wow.
Like that kind of size. Like, holy shit.
Damn.
We're moving the wrong direction here. So I don't even know. I need to think about it and like, is it even appropriate for this channel? Like, I don't know.
Will you share it after the show?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Yes.
Yeah.
So long, chat. We're going to get some knowledge.
We're going to bring it. We'll bring it.
Minutes. We got 15 minutes.
We'll bring it.
No,
we are
it.
at that point.
Now in the stream.
I do have to get to work. So let's do, let's make the round here. Sim, anything you'd like to promote?
Let's promote this Sunsworn real quick.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Just real quick.
So right now there is a flash fiction contest taking place. It's open to anyone. The genre is fantasy. This does not have to be connected to the Sunsworn mythology or characters in any way. It's completely open. 250 words. All entries will be read by Red Gaze in that fucking super sexy voice of his on Saturday, September 19th. And the winner will receive a copy of the Sunsworn novel. So...
well, I got some for you. It's about this woman. She lives in this fantasy world, and she uncovers this flaming skull encased in this magical armor. I don't know what to call it yet, so maybe I can submit it, and you guys can.
I think it's called Planescape Torment.
Oh, it's coming back.
Yeah, I think Kami wanted to drop in here to promote some socialism, I think.
Yeah, I just came for the shill part of the show, and it's smart. Well, I suppose I might as well.
Banking on the work of others, just like a commie.
Always on brand, I am. I was just coming to say the CG UK show's on my channel tonight instead of Charlie's, if anyone's waiting over there. So make sure you check that out soon. Really, I was coming to hear what your secret thing is. You're going to talk about our fair. So hurry up and show up.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Sim, what do you got for us?
One, I was showing you the print for
yes.
we're gonna get with Sunsworn. You know, for the plug of Sunsworn.
Absolutely.
This is the work in progress.
So cool, man. And you were telling me that you kind of had some freedom here to design this particular character.
Yeah, I was designing this character, and he was asking me to make him look like a gorilla and a reptile.
Yeah.
I think I succeeded.
It's cool.
Well, where is his prehensile tail?
Question: what does prehensile mean?
It means that you can manipulate it and use it to hang on to stuff. Yeah.
And this is an actual scene that you'll be getting as a print.
Very cool, man. It's coming. It's looking really good, dude.
Thank you.
That's cool.
And go check out Tales from the Adverse, because now we got funded yesterday in the evening. We're at 100% of funding right now, but we definitely want to get those stretch goals unlocked, because that will give you trading cards, stickers, and eventually, when we reach 20K, a swimsuit special.
That's right.
Ooh. Where are you at now?
Right now, we're at $3,017.
Okay.
It's on the path, man. We got to set up a show too. We got to do a dedicated Tales from the Natverse show.
I think I still have. Hold on, let me just check quickly. I still have 11 days on the first first 30 days, and I have another 30 days I can add after.
Yes, you do. Nice, good,
cool.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna push you through that line.
And here's a little sample, because right now I went over the last all the pages, and I'm re-inking the last 3 ones. And here's one of the panels.
Is that a lady robot?
Nope, that's Bob.
Okay.
And if you look in the background, it's me having fun like usual.
Looks Optimus. Nice.
And then you go here and you see all this.
Hey, cool. That's cool.
And you have Kit here, Grandizer, the Total Van, and that's the car from Crash Course.
I'm gonna need a lot of reference for those colors.
Right.
I'll be Googling like crazy.
That's a story that will be colored by not Beacon, but Scottman. Beacon is doing the Royal Rumble right now.
Nice.
So I'll be able to show some colors soon.
Oh, Coming Mark left. Where is he?
Coming Mark left. That's okay.
He did his plug.
He said his piece. I'm here for the deep lore. I'm not here to chill. I'm here for the deep lore.
He's here for the deep lore. Okay. Anybody else have anything they'd like to shout out?
Yes.
Do it.
Back Forsaken Gods. It's on Indiegogo. It's still in demand. Going to be in demand for most of September. It's an awesome fantasy comic book. Back it today.
Nice. Good. Well, I want to thank the panel for being here, and the chat as always. Really appreciate it. And we will be back tomorrow. And maybe what we're gonna go talk about right now after the show. I'll have to see what other people think about it, and then maybe it will be a show this week. We'll see what happens. So yeah, either way, we will. Go ahead.
Are we doing something on Friday?
Oh yeah, we'll be doing so. I think aren't we doing the collaboration thing?
That's what I'm wondering, if it's collaboration or the other one.
Yeah, who was gonna do the starting layout for that?
I don't know.
Was that Gargoyle or Red Devil?
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything, but
remember
I can.
when we? Okay, who did the when we did the collaborative art?
The last
session?
Passion. The first one was Passion.
Oh, Passion did that. Okay, all right. I'll check in with Passion, see if he's still up to doing that. But yeah, let's do another collaboration. This time I'll have it on high resolution, and we'll make something really cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody. We'll see